Hey, I'm gonna tell you about a few of my worship experiences that I've just been thinking a lot about lately because I feel like I should share them. It's also kind of the origin story of how I first got into music, kind of. So I got into music from a young age as a kid. I just didn't realize how much I liked it till I was older. But when I so when I first got onto my youth's worship band, at the moment I wasn't like, oh, I want to do it because I want to sing. I like singing. I wanted to be able to do something for God. And I was like, well, hey, they were letting people on the worship team, so I was like, I'll be on the worship team. That way, I can serve. I can worship God. I just want to. If I purely just want to worship God, I still purely just want to worship God. And so I get on there, and then I sing, and then I have a stage fright problem that really. I'm always scared before I go on stage, and I did a lot of acting when I was younger too. So in like plays and stuff, I played Spider-Man twice in a play. Like I auditioned twice and got the role both times, which I mean that's pretty cool. That they actually wanted me to play Spider Man. And so yeah, then but when I would be up there, I would never see the people there. The like when I looked over there, it was just a black, dark, empty room. No one was in the chairs. Like all I saw was just empty chairs. The rest of the worship team, and then I could just feel Jesus was sitting there, watching and smiling. So now I would just sing, and there are times where I like when you record your voice and you listen to it after you sing, and you're like, oh, this sounds this didn't sound like that, and like I don't know what happened, but when I was on that stage. Like there have been times where my voice has not sounded good, but when I was in the worship and I was on that stage, my voice sounded like I wasn't trying to make it sound good. I couldn't sound like that on my own. I think it was just purely because I was worshiping with all my heart that there would be times where my voice was sounded a certain way, it did something, and I didn't really think anyone noticed. I thought the other singers were louder than me, so I didn't want to be noticed. But I come down, and then like these people would be like, "Hey, Brent, you sounded great up there. What was that?" And I was like, "I have no idea." But yeah, it happened a few times, and then when I did my first live performance playing my guitar, um, I did see the people in the room, but honestly, I went somewhere else. I was there. I felt like I was playing Psalm 8 by Phil Wickham, which he wrote for the David movie, which was a great. It's my new favorite movie. Like Sonic 3 was my favorite movie for like a whole year, but then I saw David, and I was like, oh, Sonic 3's been replaced by, and I don't think it's gonna take a while for David to not be my. That's gonna be my favorite for a while. I don't think Avengers Doomsday or Spider Man can top what David was. Like I know other people have opinions, but like honestly, like for me, David was great for me, and honestly, yeah. So when I was playing Psalm 8 for my usual open mic night, I felt like I was transported to like the outside of a cave. So the cave was behind me. I was sitting there. I was sitting on a rock, and I was playing as like in the wilderness. Like the grass was like orange. There was wheat fields. The sun was shining down through the clouds, but it was also raining a little bit. But like it wasn't great. It was a blue sky, and it was like it's like when it rains and like it's the sky's blue and like the clouds are white, and you're like, oh, it's like I think it's called a sun shower. But yeah, that's where I was at the moment. I was just there as a boy worshiping God, and honestly, I love how when I worship, I'm taken places, and that God takes me places, and how it feels. Like it's like I'm in another dimension, and yeah, I just thought I'd share that because I've been thinking about those a lot lately. So yeah.